Hey guys, and welcome to my quick little video on what I think we should do in gully wash. So I think that the combo's gonna roll big door. I think that's a better idea. And I'm gonna be whipping the heavy here till about probably till about here. That way I can get my rocket launcher out. And then I'll probably jump up here and I'm going to deny their choke. So combo's going to be there, and I think it'd be a good idea for the NG and the scout to go our choke. NG, if you want, you can always just place something right there and deny anything that comes up here. Same thing for the scout. Scout can get some recon about what's happening at their choke. Or if they went big door, chances are they'll go big door, but you never know. The biggest thing on this mid, I think, is getting the height advantage. So if we're starting here, we can either go up here to the right, and if me and whoever else decides to come cover choke, if we have this locked down, we can easily come up through here and use these barriers if they decide to go up over here. They may just engage us over here because we won't have that many defenses here. Very light classes. But the big thing about this point is taking space and taking the high ground. Probably going to be a big clusterfuck, but you know, for the sake of this, let's say we take it. So it'd be up to the combo. Either we can go, that's called elbow, or here's called elbow, because it looks like an elbow. And I mean, simple stuff, right? Like, it all comes down to getting height advantage and getting them locked in chokes like this. So if we can push them back into chokes, that's a choke. This is a little bit of a bigger choke. And the reason why I want to go big door is because that's hardly a choke. That's not really a choke. Okay, so let's say everything goes swimmingly. We don't lose anyone on the mid. If we don't lose anyone on the mid, fucking take second immediately. But we're probably going to lose people. So we get mid. And I don't know which is quicker, but if you're starting here, I imagine it would be quicker to kind of get over here. And especially because you can easily take high ground here, or you'll be on the mid here, and I really hope I don't crater. Go around here, and I guess this leads into lobby, which is nice. This is lower lobby, big door obviously. I'd say yard here, point above. That leads into river. I don't really know what that's called. This is choke obviously. So I would say push our combo in through here and have flank go through big door, because at this point, unless if they were smart and they gave us mid and they didn't lose any of their top players, if they still have a demo up, I would not consider going here. If they still have a demo up, let's go big door. We could even wrap around into lobby if we want. If they lost big hitters, roll on through choke, let flank capture the point, and flank will come in through big door and make sure nothing straggles behind us. This is great. We can just totally deny them that. We can even deny them that to a certain extent. And yeah, so typically in 5CP, if you get a nice cap on mid, if they all go down, you'll get second if you play fast enough. And that's the thing, you have to play fast enough. So if they back out smartly, like we should do if we're getting overpowered, it'll be easier for them to back out through big door, first of all, so keep that in mind. So if they had backed out, then they would be, oh god, no, we're losing it. Okay, cover second. They'll be here. They'll likely be holding here, and then if the demo can get all the way up here, he'll be sticking up there. They might have a soldier up over here. That's a fun spot. And the medic maybe holding back here or something. Maybe over here. Who knows? I feel like that's safer. So in that case, I would say it's a good idea to use Uber at that point, unless we just totally, unless flank comes in, they've got no one covering them because the other team lost their flank, which is very likely, but we might be, capping point at that point. If flank comes in, it creates a big distraction, and then you guys come in and you don't even have to pop, that's awesome. But at this point, if they backed out and they didn't use Uber on mid, then they're gonna have Uber here, and they're very likely to use it. So actually, as I keep talking, I refine this, but have flank come in, and so don't push immediately. Just stalemate until we cap the point. Don't let them in through here. Same thing for flank. Sniper watch big door. Stalemate until we cap. Stalemate until flank gets into position, and we will force the med. Me and Karma or whoever it is playing scout, we will just run in there, force the medic. They'll get the pop first. You guys pop second, and hopefully you guys can do something. We'll have shitter respawns, but I think that's worth it in this case. Best thing to do here, if they pop in, they're going to come in here, so don't let them pass through here. And force them to multi their Uber. If they're coming in with 2 people, shoot the guy that's not Ubered. Make sure that they flash. They're going to do the same thing to us. So it's mechanics at that point, but you just want to make sure you have a better Uber to come out on top. Force them to, if they're smart, they'll back out again. Force them to back out through shutter. Force them to go up there, and we can take this point. At that point, flank will likely be coming back up. Roll big door, come around, and then we'll finish the cap while if you guys want to do it. Pushing this freaking thing is so hard. Pushing last. Apparently in 6s, North Americans can't push gully wash at all. Good thing we're playing Highlander. So, I love backcapping on this point especially. It's so viable. It's so awesome when you do it. It's great. Sometimes they put, people, I think we should put at least one player here. A scout or something if we're on defense. But this is on offense, so I would say let's get an Uber for this. I wouldn't feel comfortable dry pushing this unless we get insane picks on second, like demo and heavy and stuff, and we just have to just roll on in and practically spawn camping them. And to get a strong enough presence on here, I would say that we need enough, in that scenario, and I don't think it's going to happen, we need enough players on this point to cover these entrances and to cover everything if we're going to actually do that. But that would mean not capping second. That would mean giving up players for capping second. So let's just ignore that. So we have an Uber. And we want to come in. This is kind of a shitty place, I think, because it's a small choke, it's lower. I've seen the medic is probably going to be holding here or something like that. They're probably going to have a sentry over there, right there. And, well, maybe, a level 1 at least or something. And I would not recommend doing it through there, because, look at all that shit. You could do it through river if you want. Again, a small choke. But you can also do it through here. Since you have so much ground to cover, you could consider Ubering a scout in. I think that would work. But yeah, so it's all about taking ground, right? So combo, call where you want to Uber from. Be aware of where you're Ubering from. Everywhere you're Ubering from is kind of shitty. So in the end, they're all viable. They're all equally shittily viable. So call where you're Ubering from. And I would say flank, cover river if the combo is not at river. Cover river. Slowly make your way in. Once the combo has called their Uber push, then come in a river. I'll bomb in through there. I'll do something. If a scout could like hide underneath or something, or not even hide, but just, oh shit. If they just come in and there's no one here, just clean up, watch how the fight goes, and then bam. So, I know I didn't really, like the strat is simple, because I think overall complicating strats just makes everything complicated, obviously, so I would say we need an Uber for this, and see what we can do with the Uber. And we might lose. It's a tough one to push into, but in the end, see what you can do. In the end, play as a team, and call what you're doing, call where you're holding, call what you want to do. Have a plan, always, as the main caller. And I would say the main caller should be someone from the combo. Medic, demo, heavy, and the flank will be your eyes. We'll tell you what's up. So, now for defense. Let them Uber into us. At last. Flank, keep an eye on flank, keep an eye on shoulder. Shoulder. That's the place. River. I thought I was gonna spawn at last. I'm blue. So they got us, pushed us back. They pushed us back all the way to last. Oh god, what do we do? Try not to get spawn camped. That's the first thing. I've seen medic hold here. It's covered by, it's a long way from river. He's covered by the shutter door, and he has height advantage on this. So that's great. That's a really nice place to be. Let them push into us. Let them fail their push, and then we'll move in. It's simple. Like, there's no crazy strats about it. Usually if they fail like crazy, lobby is no place to hold, so we'll get lobby. Watch out coming out of here. If you want, you can come out of here, but you're putting yourself at risk. Come in. Take second. Flank can come in over here. Have the high ground. I'm kind of sick, so my thoughts, my thinking is not 100%. It's kind of hard to like say what's gonna happen. But if they fail a push on last, that should get us second. We should definitely get second from their failed push. Recognize that their push has failed. We get second. Immediately, don't just like sit on the point. Like, we have to let them not get in here. So sticky this up. Don't let them come in through choke. Flank will watch big door. We'll watch big door. We should get second, no problem. Truly. And then it's just like a mid fight. Or it'd be quicker. It might be quicker to go choke, and it's not exactly like a mid fight. No, that's the dumbest thing I've said this entire video. It's not like a mid fight. We can come in through choke. Try to catch them when they're there. See if they're coming there. Take high ground. I don't fucking know anymore. Just keep in mind, high ground is good. Fighting in chokes is bad if you're the one in the choke. Oh god. But if you're fighting them in a choke, then you're good. Force them to go through chokes, and take points and get frags and win. Yay! Okay, so you guys can tell me what you think, and that's it. I'm out.